Sawadee welcome back to the second episode of Qatar Airways. I decided to do this video in English so it can benefit more people, and I will also have Thai subtitle here as well. So in this video, we're gonna talk about the English test and the chit-chat, or people call it one-on-one interview. We're gonna talk what can we expect from them, what is going to happen on that day. So let's get it started. So when it's come to an English test, I know a lot of people are really worried about it, but just want to confirm here that it's easier than TOEIC test that you guys worry about, and you will have 20 minutes to complete 20 multiple choice. So my trick for you is to manage your time wisely, because sometimes times go by really fast. So the first 10 questions is about the conversation. It's either between cabin crew and the pilot, or cabin crew and the customer. And then another 10 questions is you have to read the passage and answer that questions. It is easy because you can find the answer in each passage. It's not something that tricky. Whatever you read on that passage, you can answer the questions below. So it's really easy for me. And then after you complete all the answer, the recruiter will announce who is qualified for the next round. And the next round is the one-on-one interview, or in Thai people call it Chitchat, because it's kind of like a little talk with the recruiter. So what can you expect from this round? First thing you have to do is everybody who qualify for this have to do 212 centimeter arm reach. For ladies, you can do the tiptoes, but please take off your shoes. For gentlemen, unfortunately, you cannot do tiptoes, but you don't have to take off your shoe. So please make sure that both of your arms can reach that height, because they will ask you to do both arms at one time. I mean, one arm at one time. So make sure that both of your arms can reach. And then after the arm reach test, they will ask you to declare if you have any tattoos, any scars, or any birthmark. I would suggest you to be honest with them, because they have already met a lot of candidates from all over the world, and their eyes are made for the job. That's why they are here for you to have an interview. For me personally, I don't have any scars on my arm and my face, but I do have one birthmark here, and I told her and she is okay with that. For those people who are really concerned about it and use concealer to do a little touch up, please don't, because if they find out, they're gonna ask you to use the makeup remover to remove it and see your actual scar. So just be honest with them, like honesty is one of the things that company is looking for. And then the final step that you have to do in this interview is to pick up one questions. It will be paper lay in front of you. Just pick up one questions. Of course, you cannot see the questions, but it depends on your magical hand that which one you're gonna pick up. For me, it's really easy. My question was, what is your favorite activities when you were a child? And you know that I was like, I'm so lucky today I got that questions, because it's something that really personal. It can be anything. People grow up different backgrounds, and mine also different from you, but I answer it with confidence. I always smile when I talk about my childhood, because it's contained a lot of memories, a lot of happiness that I experienced. So yeah, that's it for a final round of the chit-chat interview. It sounds easy, right? But for me, I don't know, something unexpected always happened to me. So after I answered the question, she kindly asked me to wait outside of the room for it's not long, like 2 or 3 minutes, because she said to me that she want to talk with her colleague. So I was like, okay, I'm just go outside and wait. After that, she opened the door and told me to go inside again. And she asked me to sit on her colleague table, which means that it seems like I'm going to have another interview with another recruiter. And I was like, what happening? Because it didn't happen to any of the candidates in front of me who already have an interview. But I was like, okay, whatever gonna happen happens. And then after I sat down on that table, she started questions with, what is 3 actions that humankind should do to preserve the world from something? Like, I can't even remember what is the exact like questions, but it was something that I wouldn't think of that it's gonna happen in this round. And then I was not so sure about what that questions mean, so I repeat the questions to her, like, oh, do you mean what is 3 things that humans should do to save the environment? She just stared at me and she didn't say yes or no. She just saying the exact same word questions to me, and I was like, okay, I don't know the answer, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. And what I answer her is, people should use electric necessary because it's safe environment. It's not only safe environment, but it's also safe for yourself and your home when you are not home. And the second thing I say to her is that people should reduce using plastic, for example plastic bag, because as you go to the mall this day, you have to pay for a plastic bag. I don't know in another country, but in Thailand you have to pay for a plastic bag if you ask for it. I'm about to answer the 3rd solution, and then she stopped me there. She was like, okay, that's enough. And she asked me, where did I learn my English? And I was like, maybe she doesn't understand what I'm saying, or what, you know? I kind of like smiling at her, and I told her that, oh, I used to study English program when I was in grade 7, and then I was exchange student in Hungary. And she told me like, oh, where's in Hungary, because she's from Romania. So I told she asked me if it's in Budapest, and I told her that, oh no, but it's really close. And then she was like, okay, thank you for today. And I was so confused because I don't know if I'm like able to go home, or should I wait, or what should I do? And then she told me like, oh no, just wait in the waiting room that you wait earlier. And yeah, that's the end of my Chitchat interview, guys. Like, I have to do 2 rounds of Chitchat interview, which until today I don't understand why, but it was a fun experience. That is all about the English test and the Chitchat interview on what can you expect from them. Before we end this video, I just want to say thank you to one lady that I accidentally sit next to her on the first day of interview. Her name is Jane, and she's really motivated. It was her 3rd time applying with Qatar Airways, and it was my first time, so I'm really excited. We have a lot of good conversations, and one thing that really unlocked my fear is that when she told me whatever is going to happen in the interview rooms, you know, just be proud of yourself because you are brave enough to be here today. There are a lot of people who are really scared and they decided not to show up, so just be proud of yourself that you are here today. And that's really boosts up my confidence. And even though she didn't make it to the 2nd round, but we still keep in touch, and she's always like be my mentally support on each day I show up at the interview. ก็อยากจะขอบคุณพี่เจนะคะที่เราได้มานั่งข้างกันวันนั้นแล้วก็เป็นที่ปรึกษาให้หนูมาตลอดเกี่ยวกับการสมัครกาตาร์นะคะก็ขอให้พี่เจนะคะได้ติดปีกไวๆนะคะแล้วก็จริงๆอ่ะขอให้พี่เจนได้มาเป็นสาวโดฮากับหนูดีกว่าอ่ะขอให้พี่เจนได้มาเป็นสาวโดฮากับหนูนะคะแล้วเราก็จะได้เมาแซบกันนะคะแม่นะคะ and that's it, the end of my videos, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave the comments, and then I'll answer you as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye.